truly deserving of Anime of the Year. I can't wait for Takopi, by the way, to get exposed by Solo Leveling Season 2 this coming Crunchy Goat Awards. I set off a nuclear bomb yesterday on stream. I did, because I saw this tweet. I saw this tweet from Mr. Shadow Monarch himself, Mr. Sung Jin Woo _. And he said, the story, animation, sound effects, everything about Solo Leveling just overall clear of Frieren. It wouldn't be a Solo Leveling post without broken English, as well as delusion. You know what? I think that maybe, just maybe, we could argue that the animation and the sound effects, yeah, I think the production value of that is great. But I think that the biggest contention here, right, if we're going to be really serious, is the story part. And this, of course, is another quote retweet of another tweet where somebody is clipping some Frieren Yubel Sakuga moments and saying Solo Leveling won over this, by the way. That's right. The Frieren tards are, if they're not too busy, you know, claiming Frieren as part of the fucking clans members and just having open mask off Holy Crusade racism moments on Twitter, we still have people coping about why Solo Leveling beat Frieren. And let me explain to you, before we get to that, is there any heated comments? There's definitely gonna be. It's very ironic that Frieren fans swear the anime is so much better in Solo Leveling, yet they needed to collab with Solo Leveling to increase their popularity. Is that true? I don't know what you're talking about. This is some insane levels of volatility happening right now. What's the context behind it? Is it for like a mobile game? What happened? When was the collab? There are a lot of things that never happened, and this is one of them. No, it happened, y'all. Just don't want to accept it. Frieren was popular even before the Anime of the Year Awards or Solo Leveling collab. Solo Leveling is way more popular though, hence why this is more beneficial for Frieren. This last part though, I think is an objective fact if Solo Leveling actually is more popular, because at the end of the day, it's just a popularity contest. It's just business. People just want to collab and latch onto whatever is trending and bigger, obviously boost their own signals. So again, there's no point having this bias and like this weird stance. So, oh my god, my anime is definitely better than yours. I don't care if it's more popular. Like, at the end of the day, business collaborations are just based on numbers driven. That's right, because popularity also means quality. The reason doesn't surprise me at all. We're talking about a popularity contest though, right? Never said popularity equals better quality, and that's the thing that people don't understand. It's all just a shitty ass popularity contest, the lowest hanging fruit. What kind of shows appeal to more people? What kind of more people are there? Children. I keep saying this over and over again. There are more children that are unemployed and easily watching, you know, these kind of shows than a grown man with a family that comes home after a 9 to 5 to watch something like Frieren. I feel like there's like a different overlap in the type of audience there is, especially with the themes of, you know, what's it called? Preserving the current moment, right? Making sure that the present matters, cherishing these memories so that you don't take now for granted, so that you don't have this existential crisis of, oh my god, life is passing and I'm forgetting, and all these different moments, like, was it even meaningful? Like, these type of themes are not something that children watching Solo Leveling think about. Children watching Solo Leveling think about is aura farming. It's fucking hype, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that people get so fucking mad and so frustrated and upset when Solo Leveling is brought up simply because of the Anime Awards title. And this, I think, further highlights a bigger issue within not just our community, but just humanity as a species. I think, like, fundamentally, genuinely, who gives a fuck about Crunchyroll Awards, though? Straight up. Like, who gives a fuck about the Anime Awards? Because you, like everybody, the people that complain about these award rankings are the people that probably pirate and shit on Crunchyroll, and for probably righteous reasons. They provide a shitty service, and they act as a monopoly. They constantly fuck up their subs. They have woke translators and localizers trying to, you know, manipulate and change the themes of the original intent. They fuck up, you know, scheduling, and there's so much more drama outside of that like people are pissed off. And these are the same people offering these fucking award shows, which is just a masturbation of like what was the most popular. So you shouldn't even give any like weight or significance to these Crunchyroll Awards. So Solo Leveling winning the Crunchyroll Awards, you could honestly use that and be like, yep, typical. A fraudulent ass fucking platform hosting a fraudulent ass rigged, you know, anime award is gonna recognize something that doesn't deserve to win over a masterpiece. So that's all you gotta really do and walk away. But obviously people want to engage in tribalism. They feel like hurt that like their favorite show wasn't recognized. And I think it's really just as simple as hype, flashy aura farming, and a cool main character that appeals to young men. And young men are the biggest demographic in, I think, watchers of anime. That's why Battle Shonen, I keep saying, you want to pop off with anime reactions, start with the Battle Shonen anime and only focus on that. Look at Flexa J anime, look how well she did, right? That's the fucking holy grail. Be an attractive person, react to Battle Shonen anime, farm the young impressionable kids who love the hype shit, and that's how you target like the biggest demographic. I'm not saying that all Battle Shonen enjoyers or reactors of that are just unga boonga retards, but there is a science and a method to it, and the more you think about it, the more it makes sense that a show like this would appeal to more people, more broad people than Frieren. In fact, I think it's kind of ridiculous. In my opinion, I think it's actually crazy that Frieren is even competing with Solo Leveling in a popularity contest. And hear me out. Isn't it actually wild to me? Isn't it actually wild that this shit even went mainstream in the first place? I understand that there is extreme quality in the way that Madhouse has presented Frieren, but the themes and the characters, this isn't like crazy, you know, lewd fan service. This isn't just all out fucking hype battle shit either. It's an extremely slow paced, slow burn, methodical show presenting a different type of story than the usual hype fests. And these type of shows never really get recognized because there's not that many people that it appeals to. Yet it was able to appeal to so many people. It did go so mainstream. It did hit #1 in my anime list. So that itself isn't a miracle, and that actually gives me hope in the fandom that like, wow, there are more than just unga boonga kids that just want to watch, you know, free like Solo Leveling. Listen, I love me some Solo Leveling. Show me some fucking aura farming moments with cool fucking hype fight scenes with, you know, amazing fucking fight choreography and soundtracks. I'm gonna eat that shit up. But I like to eat other types of food too. I don't like just fucking pepperoni pizza. I want to eat some fucking nice, I don't know, sushi. I want to eat some other types of food that may not be represented as well. And that's where all the discourse is still coming from, and that's why people are still so fucking mad. This tweet though, I think most people understood. Some people are still gonna get rage baited by this, so let's look at the bomb that I fucking created here. Like, if you read this and you can't tell, like, listen, yeah, I don't think you even need to like understand my type of content or know who I am, right? When you read this, do you feel a sense of authenticity and genuineness? It's a genuine rage bait. There is sarcasm that is so deeply coded into this that I think it's very easy to tell. But a lot of the people that post on Twitter are just young kids who get really angry and emotional and can't really discern, you know, like emotional intent behind it. And I get it. I do that too all the time. It's hard to see over messages. But when you write a sentence like this, is it not so painfully obvious what I'm doing right now? Solo Leveling fan sees some flashy lights and thinks it's better than Frieren. There's a funny response to this one, actually. True. Immediately shows Frieren with flashy light. Listen, flashy lights is a good thing. Listen, we love flashy lights. It's just that it's gotta be very intentional flashy lights. It can't be like fucking, you know, One Punch Man Season 3 flashy lights right now. I genuinely don't know who to vote for this year. With shows like Gachiakuta, To Be Hero X, Solo Leveling, My Hero Academia, it's gonna be an all-out battle. I feel like My Hero Academia... Wait. Yeah, I feel like My Hero Academia final season should probably win, right? I haven't seen it, but I feel like it's like a final season. It's concluding. It's a big running series. It's a legendary title. Shouldn't it win? It has the legacy and it has the merits. It has actually proven with its production value that it's just blowing every other show out of the water right now, right? This current season. Why wouldn't it win? People are glazing the shit out of there. I don't think Gachiakuta made that much motion. I think Gachiakuta is like an 8 out of 10 shonen show that is very compelling and hits deeper on themes of like Rudo's character and why he's crying when he looks at trash, the way that he's projecting how he was tossed out, the themes of recycle, reuse, and all that, the 3 R's, the Watchman series, like the deep themes and its mysteries, as well as the hype actions and lovable characters, the world setting and the environment, the mysteries. Like, again, it's such a compelling show, but I don't know. I feel like, one second. I feel like it didn't make as much motions as it should have, but still, great show. I just don't think it's going to be that top contender. To Be Hero X, I think, has a chance. It's a very ambitious project. I think that it did really do well, and there's a lot of motion online for it too. There's also obviously international pull because it's a Chinese show, but we'll see, man. Frieren is a lot better than this flashy light show. Well, better for you maybe. Like, listen, if you enjoy Frieren over solo leveling, go ahead. If you like solo leveling over Frieren, go ahead. I think that you should be able to enjoy more than one type of show rather than, you know, blame, shame people into saying, oh my god, you're a solo leveling enjoyer, you must be Unga Boonga. Nah, I think that I'm probably way more enlightened and analytical and thoughtful and basically just smarter than you. I do. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. I think I'm smarter than most of you fucks glazing Frieren over solo leveling simply on the bias of like, oh my god, it's solo leveling. Yet despite that, I can still acknowledge and appreciate solo leveling for what it is and understand why people would like it. The fact that you can't understand this tells me you're a fucking retard. You have such bad takes, says Raimundo Senpai. Alright, Raimundo Senpai, what are you all about, bro? What are you all about? Anime, football, wrestling, art. Quintessential quintuplet with WWE content. Yep, that's all I need to know from you. Frieren has proven it can't do anything other than slow motion action animations and boring predictable dialogue, which should be its forte, by the way. They got mocked by season 1 alone, and season 2 and 3 will decimate them. This is some insane bait. This is some insane bait. You don't see where it's slow? You don't see where Frieren is slow. I'll show you where it's slow. Here, let me show you where it's slow. How about all these episodes? How about every single one of these episodes right now? How about 16, 17, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11? Do you understand how fucking crazy it is? Oh, you're not talking about Frieren? Okay. Because when people like I don't think people realize how fucking slow and like, I think one of the biggest faults of Frieren is the pacing. I know a lot of people will never acknowledge this, but I do believe there's a more concise way to handle Core 1 stuff, getting into magical license stuff. I think that they do a really good job in every single episode, and it's so polished and quality, but it genuinely is not that interesting to most people. There are deep themes and character developments and slice of life that's done perfectly, I think, throughout the episodes, but at the same time, the pacing is extremely questionable. I think that it could have been done better. And that's a nitpick. It's like a very insignificant, you know, issue for the anime itself. Probably goes something like that, to be honest. Yeah, I honestly think that even if I am memeing about like this statement, I think that solo leveling actually winning anime of the year probably isn't that far of an outcry. Like, I think that it genuinely could happen. And a lot of people might be mad, and that's what I'm kind of memeing about. This is a really funny comment right here, too. This is a fucking hilarious comment. I hope you're not being sarcastic because I'm fucking sick of solo leveling hate. And then he's sarcastic, Lamau. Well, that sucks because I really enjoyed his solo leveling reactions. I thought he was a fan. I have to stop the soundtrack here to just say this. This, I think, is like the pinnacle. It's just like the epitome of like online interactions. You have retards leading retards. You have a person who is unable to discern, and this is a person that actually watches my content based on his tweet. After something like this, like, you can't tell for yourself what the actual state of affairs is with my tweet. Your lack of like social awareness and interactions, and your just overall just like functions as a human being is so lacking that you need another retard to come in and explain to you in just the wrong way. And then you immediately take that and says, oh my god, I can't believe he's a solo leveling hater, despite the amount of solo leveling content that I fucking delivered. You know what I mean? It's just like dumbasses will be led by other dumbasses, and they will tell each other misinformation and then delude themselves and then just go off on their own schizo tangents. And it is beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see, so I can just farm this shit. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I think that overall, both animes are fucking peak. I think if you are shitting on solo leveling for it being a very simple, hype flashy show, I think that you genuinely don't understand that like simple doesn't mean bad. Something can be very simple, but it's executed well on its themes. It does really well. What does solo leveling do well? Why is solo leveling appreciated so much? Because in season 1, I don't think many people truly understand this, because I am coming from a background of watching all these shitty ass slot power fantasies where if you are given all the powers right away, and you're OP right away. It's so fucking boring. It's so meaningless. There's like no stakes. There's no threat in the fights. In season 1, Sung Jin-woo literally gets backstabbed while trying to be a good person, trying to look after his family, and then gets fucked over, and then has a progression system that he has to risk his life every fucking day to get better and better. And you see the incremental progress, and that development and the progress is really fun. Not in terms of his power, but his overall appearances. He's getting the girls, he's getting the ladies, he's getting the influence, he's still staying low-key. He's the underdog, but time after time he pulls up, and then he earns through these crazy fights, these powers. And then after that's been set up, season 2 is all payoff. It's just him rolling through shit, aura farming, mogging. And that's why people are fine with it, because there was this first hurdle that was earned that makes the viewers appreciate that he does deserve this shit. So many other isekais I've seen where immediately all these powers are given right away. It's so corny, it's so cheesy, I can't get behind it. But the themes and the motivations of like Sung Jin-woo in season 1 trying to save his family, you know, being the underdog, grinding his way from zero to hero, and then just popping off all throughout season 2 with beautiful fucking production value from A1 Pictures. What's there not to like? And if you can't understand this and you still think that it is simply nothing burger, like, I think you are so deluded and stupid. You claim that you are like a higher intellect like viewer of anime because you watch Frieren over Solo Leveling, yet you can't comprehend this simple concept. That tells me you're fucking retarded.